Someone asked me to mention this book because it was in one of my shelf videos, and I realized that even though I've shown this book on and off a couple of times, in the middle of doing some problem, I have actually never shown this book. Now I got really lucky. I have shown it, but I haven't shown it as a feature video that is for this book only. I have shown the fact that I got really lucky with this Marsden and Tromba book because it's actually brand new when I bought it as used. But I'll take a little bit more time for anybody who's interested in this book. I think if you're trying to teach yourself vector calculus, I don't think you can beat this book for like the first go. And even though it didn't fit my schedule, the way that I was doing things with analysis, because I didn't really want to go down the deep end of vector calculus, at some point I would love to have time to cover this book completely. Okay, so I'll show the table of contents just so you can read it as I go through. And yeah, Stokes' theorem, of course, the end result of any vector calculus book. Yeah, it is just really, really well written, polished, got lots of figures, some historical comments. Talk about the great Indian and Arabian mathematicians than the Europeans. So it's got a nice little history aspect to it. But then once it gets down to the business of vector calculus, it just has a lot of examples. I'm pretty sure it has answers in the back. Yeah, it's got answers in the back. Answers to odd number exercises. Yeah. So this is really a book that I don't know when I'm going to have time to. Too many books, too little time. But it's got all the details of vector calculus at the beginnings level. It almost could be taught. I'm pretty sure it could be taught at a high school level for people doing their second calculus course. Of course, when I took calculus in high school, I did have the chance to do vector calculus my second year. I took 2 years of calculus in high school, but unfortunately, my teacher was terrible, and so he proceeded to try to teach us vector calculus without him really knowing vector calculus and using, I think it was even like Marsden and Tromba first edition, which was a lot smaller. And yeah, he proceeded to do a miserable job. But in this case, if you're able to teach yourself from this book, I think pretty much anybody can who's already done calculus. Yeah, and I'm just going to go through a little bit into the book, not too much because it's got just your standard fare. But yeah, there you go. Stuff out of linear algebra. Transformations. Derivatives in 3 dimensions. I mean, look at the figures. I mean, with the figures alone, this book is pretty good. Everything very well explained. And again, lots of historical context. I'll just page through a little bit more just to so you get a feel for how good this book is. There it is, Fubini's theorem. Path integrals. I guess these are the people that I bought it from. Yep, path integrals. Anyways, there you have it. Great book.